will walk you home, and I will leave you there. I'll take the books you stole and leave the heart that bare. Yes, so I hope you have what you need. I hope the moon is listening. I hope you have what you need.
Hi everyone, so I wanted to show you the supplies that I have to make the book. This can be, for me it's going to be somewhat of a book of shadows. It's going to be dedicated to the Tree of Life, and it's going to have mostly herbal remedies and things like that that I've collected, and I just need a place for them all. But you could make this an art portfolio book, really anything that you want it to be. It's up to you. So regardless of what the content is going to be, hopefully this will help you to make it. And in my case, I'm trying to make it as naturally as possible. I want to show you what I got. I'm so pleased with this company. I was hesitating on whether or not I would purchase from them. Really wasn't sure. I hate to say it, but shipping was a big issue with me. It's only UPS, and you know, $20 in shipping, you kind of go, oh, I don't know. But in the end, I'm exceptionally pleased with them, and I highly recommend them. So let me show you what I got from them. I'll show you here. These are the studs that I got that go through the pages, and I'll show you. I did not get the full 2 inches. I thought it was just a hair too big. So mine are actually 1.5 inches. I hesitated on 1.25 inches, but I went for the half, and I'm happy because it is the exact amount of paper that I made, and I think it's a good thickness. I mean, that's a hefty book. That's good. It's not massive, you know. That extra 1/2 inch would have just made it a massive encyclopedia, but it's still a very good sized book, which is what I wanted. This is the backer board that I also ordered from them here. It's like a very dense cardboard, and this is how it comes in one size. So it's kind of fun because you can make your book any size that you want. I'll have to cut it down, and I'll show you how to do that with an X-Acto knife. So that could be tricky if you don't have the right tools. But here we go, my paper and my fake leather. Being that this is supposed to be for the Tree of Life and an earth book, I did my very best to get natural materials, and this I'm very, very happy with. Wasn't too much money, as you can see. It's so great. And what's really cool about it, which this is actually the wrong side, I will show you. You see how it's been sun bleached with plants? I think it's fantastic. I think it is just so unique and so interesting. And you may not be able to tell here, but it has a very 3D effect. Very cool. So it's all natural. This is all vegetation, but also a very delicate paper. So this will be on the inside of my book as a nice introduction. I love these ragged edges, although I will probably lose them. But that's my paper, which I'm so happy with. Unfortunately, I could not find a natural product that I felt good about as far as durability on the outside. There is always a heavy linen or cotton, but I just didn't like the look, and they had patterns I wasn't happy with, and I'm very clear on what I'm looking for. So I did go for a man-made leather, not because of price, but mainly because it didn't seem right to use an animal sacrifice for my book. So I chose a man-made material for this, and for that reason. And can I tell you, I'm ecstatic. I'm so pleased with it. I have seen fake leathers in stores like Joann's, and they're just not that great. They're really cheap looking, and you can tell. This, I mean, you can't feel it, but it's just so nice, and you can tell it's matte. It's not shiny like the other ones are. It's just a very, very not even a semi-gloss. This is an eggshell. Very, very slight. I don't know if you can see a tiny, tiny, tiny grain, which is what I wanted. I wanted something to look really high-end, really nice. And this, by the way, is actually their butterscotch color. I know, butterscotch. It is not butterscotch, or at least not, I don't think it is. I would not call this butterscotch. I was afraid it would come out orange. And even online, the photo, it was looking on the orange side. And then with the name butterscotch, I thought, oh no, this is probably going to be bad. But I really wanted something lighter to go with my chocolate brown. So I went for it, and I'm so glad because it's a beautiful tan. The back of this too is a fabric, so it's got like almost like a fuzz. So it should stick really well. And speaking of which, this will be my glue. It's the Jade PVA. This is bookbinding glue specifically for that, and it's actually high end. This is a great quality, is the Jade. It's actually my first time using it, so this will be an experience to say the least. But I am expecting great things from this glue, as it is meant for this purpose. And the other things I wanted to show you too, not from this company, a different one, but this I've had experience with before. They call it a document cleaning pad. It's really an eraser sock. And it sounds silly, but everyone needs one. As an artist, you will find that nothing else compares. I know it doesn't look fantastic, but I will tell you it's fantastic. This thing is so clean when it erases. It's just like a magic. It's a magic eraser. It really is. And you will find, especially an artist who uses erasers constantly, you just have a hatred for those pink things. Those silly pink erasers that you find everywhere. They're terrible. They're the worst. This is fantastic. You'll never go back. It's just made of tiny bits of eraser inside, and you just lightly go over and you just sweep. Like I can feel there's a little bit of grit, and it just takes it all away. It doesn't smudge and rub. It just, as the bits come off, they carry the graphite with them. And so that's how it's able to get it perfectly clean, and I'll show you how that works. I also have a calligraphy pen. I do have artist pens, but they didn't quite have the point that I wanted. And this one does. It's a very slight angle. So the other ones I have for pen and ink are straight. And I really wanted something with an angle. So that's the other thing. But, you know, it's up to you what you want to use. For me, this is what I'm going for. I'm trying to stick to my coffee staining. I'm going to do my best to get all of my paints derived from plants. And I'll show you that as well.